I know you love this one. I'm not so much of a fan of it, but I know you watch a lot of horror and thriller movies. Tell us about your favorites.
You don't ask me about my favorites when it comes to horror and thriller. Oh, okay. It's very hard, but the
Indonesian.
Indonesian. I like kramat. I like kramat.
You like the Indonesian mysticism?
Yeah, but in well-executed way, because sometimes or somehow, if any production makes Indonesian horror movie, it can be quite in your face. Because I'm not really into the horror movie that's like
jump scares.
Boom,
The
like
jump
that.
scares.
No, the jump scares. Yeah, I don't really like that.
Unfortunately, that's why most people go to the horror movies here in
For the
Indonesia.
jump scares?
For the jump scares. But one of the latest Indonesian psycho-thriller movies is called Tulah 613. Now, the movie was picked up and selected by the Switzerland International Film Festival in 2022 and will finally hit cinemas in Indonesia on March 30th. Let's have a look.
Tulah 613 is a teen horror thriller produced by Hearst Productions in 2023. Directed by Siska Doppert, a specialist female horror director, the movie will be an interesting choice for horror movie fans, including me.
Now, the movie stars Erika Carlina, Carissa Periset, Tommy Barokabah, and Omara Estiklal. The movie centers on the story of 5 youngsters involved in a conflict during their reunion trip, all wrapped up in a twisted, complex horror setting. Reunions are always a horror story.
My hands are itching at the moment. I just want to dive deep into it. It's a horror movie.
Yes. Now, without further ado, joining us today, as mentioned in our headlines, is the producer of Tulah 613 film, Rahul Mulani. Rahul, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Very good.
Thank you so much for coming here.
Thank you for having me.
I'm okay. The fact that it's a thriller, psycho thriller, I think.
It's a mix of everything.
Oh, cool.
I know these girls here in the studio, we have like so many girls who are very anti-horror.
Oh,
Come on.
I'm not anti.
Oh, you're not anti.
I'm not anti.
You're
I just can't.
scared.
I just can't. But first of all, while we're waiting for the movie to be released, is there anything that you can share with us about the story of the movie?
Well, I think you guys gave an accurate description. It's about 5 kids who are going on a trip. They're going up the mountains, you know, it's like their end of college semester, the most stressful time of the college career. And they're just trying to have fun. Yeah, we've all been there, right? And they're just trying to have fun and then horror.
Fun and horror.
Yeah.
Okay, so without you telling us too much about the movie, because I believe there is a certain place in hell for the spoilers. Can you please tell us the beginning of the production of the movie, Tulah 613, from the initial concept until it is about to release in the cinema?
All right, well, me and my partner at Hearst Productions, we came up with the initial idea. We got an idea and we thought this would be really cool if we developed it and made it into a movie, a feature film. And we contacted the writer, Vidya Aristia. She is an expert at writing horror movies. We contacted the director, which is Siska Doppert, and it just came into fruition after like a whole lot of discussions and brainstormings and fightings, like just to get the best out of the idea that we had initially. And we just wanted to make a horror movie that made sense.
That made sense.
That made sense.
Or
that could
probably in my language, relatable.
Sure.
Relevant.
That could be like thought about and people could be like, yeah, okay, I get it why this happened to them. I get it why this happened in this scene.
Yeah.
Like it all ties back to the initial like story idea by itself. So that's how it came into this earth.
And also, how did the casting go? I mean, why did you choose certain people for the cast and stuff?
All right, so psychological thriller is a part of the genre that's there in this Tulah 613. Given that it is psychological, we had to have people that really could portray these characters, these 5 characters, the main characters. And for us, the casting process was the longest. It took us like 3.5 months for casting, because we needed for all these 5 characters to carry the essence very well, to portray all the issues that they have on screen, and each and every one of them bring a different character that it's all equally important. So yes, there are 5 characters, and yes, the main character is Tommy Barakba, but all 5 of them bring in an equal amount of importance in this film. You know, so that was casting.
So the pre-production process, you talked about it. What is the essence of the movie that you're trying to convey, of the message you can say from the movie, without spoiling the actual story?
What am I trying to convey?
I mean, I understand that, you know, psychological thrillers are very rare in the Indonesian genre, as you mentioned yourself. And what do you think about
Well, we still have a ghost. You know? we still have our
Oh, there's
classic.
still a ghost? I'm
Yeah,
trying not
it's
to
called
mention the ghost.
it's called Kakek Goes.
Kakek
Yeah.
Goes.
Does it have anything to do with bicycles?
Well,
It
it
does
sounds like
actually.
it.
It actually does. It actually
okay.
does.
Because in Indonesian, goes is particularly for the movement of you riding the bike.
Right.
So that's goes.
Yes.
So kakek
So,
goes.
Kakek Goes.
Goes,
Yeah.
alright,
That's our ghost. The essence of the movie. It's a fun movie. It's a fun horror movie, and it's like it's 5 teenagers. Well, they're 22, 21. Let's call them teenagers.
That's not Scooby-Doo fun, right?
Well, it's not Scooby-Doo fun, but Scooby-Doo is horror too, right?
Yeah,
it considered to be horror.
It
There you
is.
go. But it's not that fun. We still have the jump scares. We still have the intensity of it being thrilling, and we still have the deep, very much like psychological aspects to it. So it's like all in one. And then obviously there's the drama and the comedy as well, because in every movie there is an aspect of drama and comedy. So it's
You
just
gotta-
everything all at once.
Yeah, you gotta have something to loosen some moments when you're watching horror. Yeah, I
Yeah.
get that.
Like
It's
you have to lose some tins.
Yeah, like okay, not
But
yet.
okay, it's quite challenging enough for people like Kai who don't watch a horror movie, but also
As much.
as much. But also,
Not at all, just as much.
I believe that you face lots of challenges during the making. Also, probably approaching the launching of the movie
Yeah.
itself, the first week. But what was the most challenging problem, or what was the most challenging aspect, I may say, of producing this movie?
Okay, I got a brilliant answer for that. So with making a movie, everything happens in pre-production, right? In which like we just think about anything that could go wrong in the production itself, in the pre. So we're like, okay, if let's say for example there's an earthquake, what do we do? You know, like we've thought about things like that. And then like the most minor thing, which was a huge inconvenience, was that we were shooting 30% of the movie in a car. It was the car that Lady Di died in, which is an interesting Easter egg right
wow.
there. And one of the days when it was like early during the production, and one of our characters, one of our cast, just hit the front, the window shield, just a tap, and it just cracked, it just broke, and we're like, okay, we got 4 more days of shooting with this car. What do we do? And I had to go to Bandung that night with that car towed, and we had to find a replacement and replace it right away.
For the windshield.
For the windshield, and then we started shooting again the next
That's
day.
an older car. It's a little bit difficult.
Oh,
but
yeah.
you know what? The car that Lady Diana died in, now Caroline Surahmat would definitely watch.
All right.
Yep.
Rahul Mulani will still be with us, and See the Source will continue after the break, so don't go anywhere. We are still going to talk about Tulah 613.